It's Tuesday at 4 o'clock, which means it's time for the iciest and most unforgiving segment in all of sports media. It's also time for us to pretend that our desk has been transported high into the Andes, where a violent snowpack has accumulated. And I'm snowblind without these goggles. Alas, we summit onward and upward in a special playoff edition of Mahomes Mountain.
Thank you for the wonderful introduction, as always, Kevin Wildes. Now listen, falling off the mountain in the regular season, we'll be honest, it's a little embarrassing. It's a badge of dishonor. Falling off the mountain in the postseason is not necessarily that. At the end of the year, there will only be one person left on the mountain. So we will show you the 6 who fell off the mountain. What, Wildes?
No, I'm listening.
Okay, we will show you the 6 who fell off the mountain. So that was, last week's playoff quarterbacks who didn't make it.
You're off.
And if you lose, you're off.
Okay.
What are you going to be doing on the mountain? Just taking up space.
If you play great,
it doesn't matter. It's just remaining quarterbacks. So we can show you last week's mountain to see where these guys were. And the mountain had them, some of them fairly judged. 3 bottom row guys, 1 fourth row guy, and then both of our second row guys fell off the mountain. So now only 8 guys remain. We go to level 4 of the divisional round mountain. Jared Goff and Brock Purdy, those vacant spots are just so we can keep the mountain shape. We apologize, we haven't figured out the graphics.
It's not left to right.
It is not left to right. It is only top and bottom.
I beg to differ.
Okay,
this is clearly left to right. You could put Purdy next to Goff and 2 vacant spots next to him.
Right, and if
you were saying something there. You think he's slick.
If anything, I was trying to prove it's not left to right, because no matter what I think of Brock Purdy, I certainly don't think he's a worse quarterback than a naked silhouette of nobody. And so if I had just put the 2 vacant guys on the right, but Purdy didn't play, and Goff, listen, I was ready to move Goff up, and then what did we see yesterday? Show me row 3. Big Show! Big Show had to be moved up instead. If we can show row number 3, thank you so much. Baker with a brilliant performance. The first Buccaneers quarterback in their history in the postseason throw for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. I know that sounds crazy. When Joe Buck said it last night, I said that can't be true. When I checked Football Reference, I said, Joe Buck, well done, sir. You are correct. Tom Brady never did it. Jordan Love.
Doug Williams?
None of them. Not Tom Brady, not anybody. Not even Trent Dilfer. Jordan Love had a perfect passer rating. They put him back in the game. He threw an incomplete pass and he lost it. Lamar didn't play, so he remains. Row 2, C.J. Stroud, no hyperbole. I don't know if you can put him high enough. Right now, this moment, if every player in the league were available, and you get them for the next decade, Mahomes is the no doubt number 1 pick. CJ is in the discussion for the next one. Yeah. Some would say the guy next to him, Josh Allen. Some would say Joe Burrow. Some would say Lamar. CJ. Some would say Caleb. CJ is in the discussion for the record for that pick.
Saying Caleb.
Okay, I think some would.
I mean,
some would.
Okay,
again,
some say Lamar Jackson.
The Wildes, for a television pro, you should know that when we're on this one solo shot,
well, I can't just let you say someone say Caleb. Like, no one.
Okay, some would say that.
Some would say Joe Burrow.
Okay, would some say Joe Burrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably.
Do you think some people would trade Joe Burrow for Caleb Williams?
No.
Really? You before the show told me you think Dak Prescott's better than Joe Burrow.
I do.
Okay, there we go. And now it's off the mountain.
You said that?
Yes. Yeah, he did say that. A very disorganized mountain thanks to Wildes getting, he's got snow packed in his ears too. Patrick Mahomes. And I know Coach was unimpressed by Patrick Mahomes, but it is a playoff edition of the mountain. So just a quick reminder of Patrick Mahomes' postseason ranks. And I did a dirty trick to Coach before the show. It's like, hey, Coach, just in home playoff games, meaning non-Super Bowls, what do you think Mahomes' touchdown-interception ratio is? And I got him on the record. He was like, maybe 18-3. I said, try 31-3 on for size, buddy. And he was like, wow. And I was like, now you can't talk trash on him. And then how about Mahomes in wild card or divisional round? Let's see how he's done. Okay, so he's never lost. He has 17 touchdowns, 1 pick, a 113 passer rating, 330 yards. What round are we in right now? The divisional rounds. He's still atop the mountain. Coach, go right ahead.
So I've been doing this for a while, and I know how you work.
What do you mean?
And I know that you like to throw those short-term, mid-term, long-term views, and that's how you raise up or go down the mountain. So let's look at Mahomes versus Josh Allen, because Josh Allen should be on top of the mountain. So let's take a look just short-term this past week, if we can bring that up.
There it is.
So just in the wild card game, we see that Josh Allen has outperformed Mahomes substantially. whether it's TD to interception, passer rating, rush yards, rush TDs, and then red zone percentage.
Coach, I'm curious, why didn't you include passing yards?
Hold on a second.
Was that an oversight, or
let's
it's because
take a look.
Mahomes had a
Let's
lot
take
more?
a look over the last 6 games. The last 6 games, each one of these guys have played, and see where they are. Oh, one's 6-0, the other one's 3-3. Look at the interception to TDs. Let's look at passer rating.
Neither's that great.
Hold on a second. Josh Allen's better there too. Rush yards better. How many rush TDs? Oh, he has 7.
No, we have a real running back.
The
We're
other
not
guy
putting our
has
quarterback
0.
at risk.
Okay, so there's the midterm part of it. Let's look at just red zone over the last 5 years. Here's the
Red
impressive
zone?
stats. Yeah, 35 plus touchdowns and a QB rating of 100 plus. The only guy that's done it has been Josh Allen this year. Patrick Mahomes has done it in the past.
Effective
He
argument.
has,
Wow.
but he hasn't. Here's how good he's been this year in the red zone,
Yeah.
which I know is problematic for your group.
Yeah, it's not
So
actually
there's
that
Pretty good.
short term,
Okay.
I mean,
midterm,
that's pretty. You did
long
that,
term.
Christina?
That was excellent.
Those
Your
are all
job's at
really well
risk with
done.
this guy.
Can we, all right,
Wilson,
before we
Patrick
show my
Mahomes.
Pretty good.
rebuttal,
I like it.
can we show the mountain one more time? Because Coach has a fatal flaw in his argument. Can we just show the whole mountain? Wilds, what does it say on the left-hand side of Mahomes Mountain?
Oh, it's the playoff edition, so you
Playoff
can't bring
edition.
in regular
No,
stuff
you
and
can bring
stuff.
in whatever you
Oh,
want.
I guess you
but
can.
but I would like to show you Patrick
Where's the
versus
rule book?
Josh.
I checked
Well,
the
no,
rule
hold
book.
on. Let's just because they
The
play each other this
bylaws.
week. So let's see Patrick versus Josh in the postseason. Let's look at Josh's numbers first because they're really good. He has 65% completions, 386 yards, 6 touchdowns, only 1 turnover, 105 rating. Wow, that's amazing. How could he possibly be 0-2 in those matchups? Oh, because Mahomes is better across the board and everything. And deep down, Coach, in your soul, if you were, I would argue, in any other seat other than the one next to me right now, and someone's like, you know what? I think Josh Allen's better than Patrick Mahomes. You would lose your mind. You would absolutely hate that take. You would be like, oh, give me a break, win something. But because you're next to me and you're trying to make me furious, you're making this argument.
Fair argument.
Look, there are some great things about that argument, but what we're talking about is Mahomes Mountain
Yeah.
in the current state and over the course of the season. And we do like to take a little bit of a look back.
Okay, yeah.
Because he has had a problem in the red zone. So I thought that
It's
that applied.
only a problem if they lose.
And I understand that it's called Mahomes Mountain, so he's got to be there regardless of the fact
No,
that
he doesn't.
been
He's dropped a few
substantially
times.
outplayed.
No,
by
he's dropped a few times.
Josh
Well,
Allen.
look,
Go ahead.
Coach, I thought that was impressive. That
Thank
was a
you.
great argument.
Little funny
And I'm
numbers.
glad you guys stayed for the most part to this season because this season, Wilds,
Yeah.
who's been the best quarterback?
Uh-oh.
He's about to win the MVP
Oh,
for the
Lamar
second
Jackson.
time. Lamar
Sometimes I
Jackson.
think you're trying to trick
He had a brain
Hey,
freeze
but
there.
there
I
is-
know it's cold up
I
there.
don't
He had a
know where
brain
he's going
freeze.
either.
Lamar Jackson is about to win the MVP.
Yeah.
All right, and let's now I think this is how it works. When you're in the playoffs, you play playoff teams.
Yeah.
So let's see how good Lamar Jackson has been this season against playoff teams. 6-2, completion percentage goes up, yards per pass goes up, TD interception goes up, passer rate goes. Like, dude is better against the better teams. And I get Nick says he's 1-3 in the playoffs, which
I don't
is
say that.
true.
Football reference.
Right. Okay, he is 1-3 in the playoffs, and he has not played well. But the first year, I think we all give him a pass. He was a rookie. I get Stroud's a rookie, but he's a rookie.
What about the second?
Second year,
Little
that was a
unanimous
tough one. All right, I'll give you that. But and he wasn't as good of a passer. Like, he's a better passer now. He's in a better pass-friendly offense, or more pass-friendly, and he's got better receivers to throw the football to. And now, 2 tight ends. Mark Andrews hurt, but likely,
Yeah, and Mark
likely
Andrews,
he's developed like
we don't know that if and when he'll be back, but
Right.
he could be.
And Lamar Jackson should move up the mountain.
where?
Nick, and he should, look, your mountain's very. Look at as we see by the last row,
What do you mean?
vacant,
It's a perfect
vacant.
mountain.
So put him up on the second level. He
So
should be on the
three-
second level.
are we moving
yeah,
anyone
I
down?
mean, your mountains are strange
No,
anyway.
no, it's
Look-
very simple how the mountain works. It's
well,
a pyramid.
Stroud as a rookie, and CJ is my guy.
Yeah.
CJ Stroud is my guy
When did that
on this
happen?
show.
When
I
did that
called him
happen?
before the draft last year.
Yeah, he is. But then
I called
Greg
him
tried
out.
to take
So
him.
I'm
Greg called
just
him a Hall
taking
of
him
Famer.
down because he's a rookie. I'm putting Lamar up.
All right, so here's the thing. Wilds,
Yeah.
before we show my graphic, Wilds, what does it say on the left side? Gosh darn it.
think
What
it
does it
says
say on the
playoff
left side of the
again.
mountain? It says playoff edition. So here's the problem. Because it's a playoff edition. It's not the regular season edition. It's not how many MVPs have you won.
Not preseason.
And so there's 8 quarterbacks left. Can we show those 8 quarterbacks and their playoff record and passer rating? So
Does it matter how they played in the playoffs this year? Or no?
I mean, Jordan Love,
Yes.
you don't
That's a
win,
part
you
of it.
don't
That is
begin
a part of
winning
it.
until you
Lamar
start
has
winning.
not played in the playoffs yet
It's
this year.
the playoff edition, but it doesn't matter how they played in the first game of the playoffs.
I'm
Forget
going to
that.
tell you, Coach, I'm telling you right now, if you watched that Chiefs game and thought Patrick Mahomes played poorly, and I don't say this lightly, I question your football IQ.
I didn't say
But what nobody can deny, and listen, hey, let me work this side of the street. I'm talking about Lamar Jackson right now. Lamar currently has the worst record and passer rating of the 8 remaining quarterbacks.
I thought we were talking now.
We're doing
He's about to win.
It's a rich tapestry, and Dak's going to finish second in the MVP. He's off the mountain. Wilds, go ahead.
It's a rich tapestry.
Wilds, go ahead.
Tapestry. So I'm going to start my take with a question.
Yeah.
Because Baker's my guy. You know I'm a Baker.
Baker's not your guy.
Really?
Can I be a Baker guy and a
I was
Goff
the one
guy?
in the Baker jersey.
No, you can't. You got to pick one.
I have to pick one?
Yeah.
I'm here to pick Jared Goff.
Okay.
Someone's got to be the Jared Goff guy. I'll be the Jared Goff guy.
Nice.
Raw numbers.
But you both have tiny hands?
81%. That's actually true.
I know.
I can't dunk. Get over it. Can't put it down. And if it gets cold, I'm great in a dome. Completed 81% of his passes, and he goes up against the Bucks. How did he do against the Bucks, you might ask, bro? Good question. 353 yards with 2 touchdowns. Yeah, week 6,
They're about
I
to
think.
beat the Bucks.
Yeah, so he's I'm just a Goff guy.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Experience, which you already showed, you kind of jumped me, but Jared Goff, the only guy sitting around who's gone to a Super Bowl. He's had 7 playoff appearances, so I like that. He's basically the new Flacco, but a better story. And then finally, and this is my forte, because Coach, you do those play breakdowns, and you just regurgitate Pro Football Reference. And Bro just says, I'm the elder statesman, and says something. I'm the vibes guy.
You are.
Everybody knows I'm the vibes guy.
are the vibes.
The San Francisco vibes, 8 out of 10. They're good vibes in general. Packers vibes, great. But, you know,
What's
it's
the
just,
Bucks vibes?
Bucks vibes are solid. Little fraternity house vibe. Like, hey, what's going on? Bake show squirting guys.
Animal House.
But the Lions vibes are at the same time super emotional and super tough.
That's
Lions have the best vibes
I
out of
have to jump
everybody.
in real quick. Wilds.
I agree with you.
Wilds,
Thank
you have a rule that I'm not allowed to call you, during non-work hours. But I broke it this weekend.
Yeah.
And why did
Several times.
I know, but why did I call you Sunday night? Do you not remember?
You said to hear my voice.
No, show the play. Show the play that made me call you. I
this is
called
true.
Wilds the
Yes.
moment this happened, and I said, and that's why
That
I can't
wasn't
believe in
great.
it. I said, if that exists in you,
That's a little
then I can't ever
But
believe
what a
you're great.
teammate.
If that exists inside of you in the playoffs,
Yeah, it
in a
wasn't great.
4-point game in the second half, where you're just like, get it away from me, then I just can't believe in you.
Yeah.
And you said, and I quote, I get it.
Yeah.
That's what
I
happened.
forgot about that.
I
Okay,
think
all
he was
right.
just trying to get you off the phone.
But
Whatever. All right, I'll see you tomorrow.
coming up next, playoff Mahomes on the road. We've never seen it before, besides several Super Bowls.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.